man.
All right, we got him.
We like to apologize.
For what? To absolutely no one. The two-time champ does absolutely fucking nothing.
That's insane.
Hey, yo.
Made In Chafford podcast episode 184, I'm guessing. I'm shooting from the logo.
That
right
sounds really off for some reason.
It's 184.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's 184.
Oh, what time's we live? Anyway, I'm Two Dems. The real is back. The real is back.
Come on.
Dancing.
Oh, he's out of the way. You won. He's broke. You're up.
I'm up for real.
Nah, he's back.
Now, to be fair, he got to blow out things back so I have to
Nah, he's back
respect
with
him.
her.
What?
Yeah, he's back with
Oh,
her.
they're back
Now, I
together,
think he
yeah?
get a contract with her.
Nah, he's back with her.
The only serious relationship I think she's had was Homeboy, Michael B.
MB.
Other than that, I think it's all like a contract.
What, the corny kid from the back of the class?
The corny kid, right?
Yeah, the corny kid.
Corny kid.
What was I gonna say? The real is back. The real is back.
Come
Two
on.
Dems, you already know what it is. The best member of the DSS, Shrek 2 and Get Out are the same film.
That's amazing. We're gonna unpack that. We have to unpack that at some point. Cole Sanusi, Donko in the building, the one and only, in the flesh. We here, man. Episode, what is it, 184? Coming for your left ear, your right ear, surround sound, portable speakers, smart speakers, you know the vibes, you know.
For
real is
real.
back, as per.
As per.
Trying
to get
yeah, man. That booty. AKA
Lock
C-Note.
him up.
That is gross. AKA L Coolins. Episode 184. Let's get it.
It's Eman G45.
Facts.
Welcome once again. G is solid in my name, the 45 is silent. It's Genghis Chibokwe, the Prince of the East. Tinfoil Hat Eames,
Yes, sir.
Black Mamba Dove. Cheetah Yam. The RV voice, the R&B voice is present.
As a fact.
Welcome. Blessed beyond measure. Happy to be here.
Yes, sir.
And welcome to the Made in Chafford experience.
I thought it said the beige in Chafford.
The Made in Chafford experience.
There's a couple beige in Chafford as well, you know.
Say word.
Experience. I've not been in Chafford for a while. I feel like that's just not even a part of me anymore. In a way.
Word.
Besides you guys and my family, I just feel so far.
Yeah.
But
So-
we here.
Shrek 2 and Get Out are the same film. Films where the main character visits his partner's parents' house for the first time, only to realise they are racists who have hatched a plan to have a white guy steal their identity. I ain't heard a more true thing in my life.
Listen, they're both my top 20 films for a reason.
They're going back to back.
Like the Car of Lethal Weapon.
For real. That is an insane comparison.
No, I
They're
see
not
it.
wrong.
I see it.
What's this? Harry Potter and Star Wars is the same film as well.
Yes. Yeah.
It's the same story.
It's
Is it? How?
I can't remember the video, but basically the guy explains how
fair
they're exactly the same
To
thing.
be honest, I'm not that well versed in either to that extent, so I'm just taking.
Nah,
it as
Harry would be
gospel.
one of my favourite. Them series are just dumb, but I love it so much.
What, Harry Potter?
Yeah.
I watched part one.
666.
Man said fire for that.
I watched part one. It was trash. That was
Yeah,
the
but
thing.
part 1 was
I mean,
a
you
bad
skipped
film,
right
yeah.
to the end.
Yeah.
You just went straight to the end, like
It was actually
no filler.
It was me and one girl. We went on a date. And we just
Mad.
But we couldn't link up afterwards because it was riots.
Fair enough.
That's
We couldn't link up afterwards, but it was like whatever.
Yeah, no, I'm not linking up. That's insane. Alright, let's get into it. So, first topic of the day is give me a second. So, I don't know if you've seen this, and I'm just gonna explain it. So, I recently showed Lauren, who's my girlfriend, the episode of Atlanta where the CEO of Disney is black. So I propositioned to her like, hun, there's a really good documentary out about...
You're an awful human being.
Please.
You are an awful
There's a
human
really
being.
good documentary out about the first and only black CEO of Disney. And she was like, what? That's incredible. Like, how is this not more common knowledge? This should be something that we should champion.
Right.
So I showed her the episode and she really gets into it. She's like, oh my God, I can't believe he's managed to overcome so much. You know, despite his dad dying, you know, he still managed to become the CEO. And his work was obviously incredible. Okay, he got the job on a technicality, but you know, you make the most of the chances you're given. she's loving it. She's really invested, and she's training, or she's doing her PhD is in counselling therapy. So she's also really getting into the mindset when he's starting to lose his mind. You know, when he goes, and he goes, he's in the meeting and he goes, I am goofy, and then she was like, oh my god, I feel so bad for him because of that, and then in the end the man dies. And she's like devastated by this point. Like, you know, he's managed to do so much, overcome so much. He's, you know, made a movie. He's had a vision, and he ends up dying in the end. It's suggested that he's committed suicide. He's left a wife and a son, and she's obviously like really upset by the end. And she's like, but she's clued on, so she's a bit like, this is too good to be true. Do you know what I mean? So throughout it, she has asked me, is this real? And I've obviously gone along with it and been like, yeah, no, it's real. And then she asked one last time, and I go, nah, it's all made up. She wanted to throw hands, because she was more devastated that she'd wasted 40 minutes of her life watching this, getting so invested, and ending up having to sit through this.
You're a bad guy.
You're awful, because me and Sophie watched it together at the same time. So we were having the same process as Lauren in real time. Now, have you seen this episode, Eman?
No, I haven't seen the episode.
Fam,
But I know for a fact that already doesn't make any sense.
It's one of the funniest. When you deep what he's done, it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Because there's specific moments where you ask yourself, nah, this can't be real. There's 3 specific moments in during the mockumentary where I'm like, nah, this can't be real. There's one bit, yeah, where it's his first week as being the first black CEO of Disney, and they take a picture of everybody, like it's like in a boardroom, and you see him stood on the table, like throwing a peace sign like this. I said, nah, there's something wrong with this. That was strike 1.
Yeah.
Strike 2, they were talking about
and this is like 1950s, isn't it?
No, they tried to make it for the 90s.
Early 90s, late
right.
80s. So then they're talking. So his character's Goofy. This is for the Goofy movie that came out, the first one, the animated one.
That film is awesome.
So he was like, I want to make something different outside of Mickey Mouse. And then like he was speaking to one of the art guys, and he was like, listen, we need to get Mickey in there somehow. And then the CEO goes, man, we don't want that white boy in the movie.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking to myself, nah, there's no way the CEO of Disney is gonna call Mickey a white boy. There's no way.
Do you know what was killing me? When he goes, Goofy's a nigga, you know that?
Yeah. I was. And the last one, the cherry on top was where. So he kills himself, right?
Yeah.
Drives off a building. No, drives off a.
He drives into like a
waterfall sort of thing, into a swamp, and then they recover the car, and they're looking through the stuff that's in the car. You know what's in the car when they find it? They find Goofy gloves, a Goofy hat. And what else is in there? Just basically Goofy's outfit. So at that point, I was like, this cannot be real.
Crying.
This cannot be real.
Some of the stuff in there is dumb as fuck.
They did it so like well, you'd think it's real.
You'd have to think.
And at no point they allude to it being fake. From the beginning to the end. So you have to Google it afterwards to be like, nah, is this real or not?
Let me call this girl. Let me see what she says.
Listen, Donald Glover is an absolute, like, he's a maniac.
She's not gonna pick up.
I don't know who's in that writing room for that episode, but it was so well done that it could easily have been real. Like, what season was that? Season 3 or 4?
So it was the latest season. On everything I love.
I think it's season 4.
That is insane.
That was elite.
If she does pick up,
hey, yo,
just tell her first. Like,
how are you?
Hey, are you out?
No, I'm with the guys.
Tell her it's recording, innit?
We're recording. We're on the pod.
Oh, you're doing the pod.
I'm trying to get your perspective. What do you think of the black CEO of Disney?
Listen, Emmy, I'm not having this.
You're a bad guy, man.
I'm not having this conversation at all. I'm shutting it down right away.
What did you enjoy the documentary? Because we're trying to get your perspective.
Listen, I'm not having this conversation. What's happening here?
I'll speak to you soon.
Okay.
Take care.
Have fun. Bye.
Have fun. Yeah, that is it.
Listen, man, it's one of the craziest things I've ever seen on TV, to be honest with you.
I couldn't believe it.
Shout out to Donald Glover. Have you guys seen his new show?
What new show? Swarm. I'm not watching that.
I've not watched it,
I
but
don't know anything about
I can't believe Halsey could call me a nigger.
Is that what she did in the show?
No, Halsey's half black.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Really? Are you sure?
On everything I love.
Who's
fair
Halsey? You're just saying Halsey as if I'm supposed to know
She's
of this white woman.
She's.
I mean, she's
I
pretty
thought she
big.
was.
Like, it's not.
What's,
That's more on you.
yeah, it is more than me, innit? What's her name?
Halsey. She's quite successful. I don't listen to her music.
How can you say it like that?
That's the only thing I could think of to just.
Sorry, H.O.
This is a white.
Halsey.
I can't believe she can say nigger.
Fair enough.
This is crazy.
Well, she looks mixed to me.
Are you shitting me? Are we looking at the same picture?
I mean, it was the first picture that I saw.
Oh, okay. Is it this one?
Let me see.
Yeah.
I don't see it, man. She looks as white as Pink is.
That's pink.
Yeah, if Pink
I
is.
thought pink was black, bro.
We all thought Pink was black. That's a black queen. That's a black queen right there.
Coming on, so you better get this party started.
We all let that happen, and we didn't care.
She let it
The
happen.
music was alright at the time
I
anyway.
think a lot of people capitalize off that for as long as possible, like being racially ambiguous. Well, I mean, we know it's the story is all the time.
There's no such thing as being racially ambiguous.
There is, come on, man.
No, it's actually the actual term is actually ethnicity, but
What?
people want to call it black race, white race, as if we're not human race. It's really just ethnicity. You're for no reason, but at the end of the day, we're all human race. Can I have sex with a dog and then birth a child? No, it doesn't make any sense, does it? That's where the term mulatto comes from. That's half horse, half mule. So when they say, "Oh, you are mulatto," you are half horse, half mule. That's what they're calling you. We're all just human race. Like I can go and have sex with somebody who's mixed ethnic and bear children. If I go have sex with a horse, now that's a
Yeah,
different
but I
story.
said racially ambiguous.
And I'm not the one receiving.
What are you talking about?
Pause.
He's gone down a bit.
That was one of the worst rambles I've ever heard in my life.
The pause made it even worse.
But yeah, no.
Somehow
He tried to save it.
made it worse.
Man, he was moving like the hair.
Ethnically ambiguous. Yeah, you were talking about that. Say something.
At this point, I don't know. DGG keeps getting confused with David De Gea. That's funny to me.
I hate them both. If that's what you're asking.
When 1990.
That's insane. That Halsey is half black. But yeah, so that happened in my life.
Fair
no
enough,
one
man.
was made to watch that documentary. Absolutely hilarious. Please, if you want to do anything, watch it for yourself.
It's one of the craziest things you will see,
Oh God.
and it's done so well, and people acted so well. You'd think it's real. So shout out to Donald.
Yeah, man. Honestly, it was such a good episode. The in-betweener guy, the one who was...
Her name is Ashley, born in 94.
Who's Ashley?
That's her name.
Halsey.
Young Harleasy.
Franchi Payne.
Sweet.
Her surname is
He's going to
Franchi
jail.
Payne.
Who?
Franchi Payne. Franchi Payne.
What are we talking about?
That's her name, Ashley Nicolette Franchi Payne. Her name is Ashley Nicolette Franchi Payne.
Franchi Payne is a crazy surname.
T-Pain.
Get each other, you and that monkey.
Let's get this back on
Let's
track.
keep going. Sneak disses.
Sneak disses, yes sir. There's so many good ones out there. I'll kick this off. Drake's whole verse on Sicko Mode is an incredible sneak diss. And I categorize it as a sneak diss because he doesn't say his name outright.
I think Drake has nothing but a collection of sneak disses.
Oh yeah, honestly.
Like when you listen to 4 p.m. in Calabasas, that's basically a Diddy diss. Well, I don't know if it's a diss anymore. I thought it was at first, but I think they were cool at that point. But there were so many bars like
Yeah.
low limit to where I can take it. Ha 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 ha. Obviously being like a play on Diddy's, you know. It keeps saying bad boy in the song. Basically, he is just a sneak diss king. But I'm trying to think of any other people who.
4 p.m. in Calabasas
do
is
it.
an insane performance.
It's one of his best songs.
Oh, 100%.
It's in my top 10 Drake songs, I think.
I don't disagree with that.
Who else has great specifically sneak disses? No blatant disses. You're saying sneak disses.
I guess, the one False Prophets. I don't know if that.
No, that wasn't sneak. That was direct.
You think that was clear as
Yeah,
day?
he basically
That's
said
clear as
Kanye.
day.
Well, I don't know if he said Kanye's name, but it
Kanye,
was about Kanye.
Wale. I mean, it was more of like a discussion for Wale, but it was definitely a diss for Kanye West.
Wale didn't deserve that straight.
Side note: J. Cole has some of the worst beefs. Like he beefed Diddy Coombs or Combs, whatever his name is.
Combs.
Diddy's
Diddy's
son.
What? Why?
Was it his son or was it the other guy? No. Apologies, not him.
The Diggy Simmons.
Diggy Simmons.
Beef Diggy Simmons.
Yeah.
You don't get no strikes for that.
Beef Diggy
What
Simmons.
the fuck?
He beefed Lil Pump. Mind you, this is one of my favorite rappers. But if I
Why did he beef Dickie Simmons? What's there to talk about?
I don't know, man. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm in the same boat as you, bro.
That's insane.
Just rowing it. Like, I don't know.
I'm in the same boat as you.
Kendrick has good sneak disses. Kendrick be dissing people and they don't even know that they're getting dissed by
His
him.
whole
Big Sean was dissing Big Sean for years and Big Sean didn't. Well, nobody knew that was happening.
Get him out of this rap game.
Nah, I don't. You know, because they always kept saying that it's not for you.
What do you mean?
It was never for Big Sean.
No, it was. I swear it was.
No,
Wasn't
because they Big Sean spoke to
If
the
the shoe
team,
fits, though, surely.
and the team said it was never for
I thought
you.
they were dissing
Yeah,
each
but they
other
could
for
say
time.
something.
I thought he was dissing them for time.
No, I think he was just confused.
Nah, I thought.
I think it was very clever, but I don't think it was for him.
Fair enough. I felt like it was for him, to be honest.
That was a great
But
song on
the Heart
Nothing
Part
the
4,
Same.
he was dissing Drake. Yeah, it was dissing Drake. The Heart Part 4, there was too many bars where it was just
The
like he would
language.
never. Oh, yeah.
That's a nice sneak diss.
Yeah, so that's that whole song.
I mean, I like the song in general, but yeah, it was a sneak diss.
It was
There's
the
too many.
Lamar.
Lama.
Country. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's been at Big Sean's neck for a long time. But you know what?
It was never for Big Sean.
I felt
I
like
think
it was.
man.
I thought it was, but it's the way like conversations have happened. It was
No,
never
I know they're
for
blessed
Big Sean.
now, but I don't know. I think there was definitely like,
Some animosity.
Yeah, there
I
was
think
friction.
they probably always felt a way about the control verse.
yeah, a lot of rappers.
Because Big Sean was spitting on the verse. He did more than Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, which
But
is
it's just
the
that
consensus.
Kendrick Lamar just started name dropping, and it's even funny because he said on the song, "I don't need to name drop." On this track,
And then
Big
he
Sean,
did it.
and then Kendrick just starts name dropping, and then he's the whole center of attention.
My favorite rapper's also on that song, Jay Electronica.
Right.
He's been
I don't believe it, but let's keep going.
his tweets have been insane.
Those tweets were for
No, there's no way you can say the Dominicans won the bank. What?
no, but he was using the Dominicans for something else.
There is no world.
He was using the word Dominican
Do
for
you know
something
who
else.
Dominicans are?
I know who Dominicans are.
They're lovely people.
Yeah, but think
They're
about other
incredible,
people
But they
who
don't
might-
run the bank industry. I'm sorry.
But think about other people who might run the banking industry.
It's not Dominicans.
He's just using that as a swap.
Oh,
So then when people really do the maths, they're like, oh, okay, I know what he's talking about. He's not talking about Dominicans. But when the Dominicans start saying, what are you talking about, bro?
Kariba. In the low side. Oh, that is funny. Saying the Dominicans run the banking industry is one of the wildest things I've ever seen.
It's just-
Man broke up with a Rothschild and said, yeah, I'm spilling the tea.
Everyone needs to
Man
know.
said, I met the Illuminati. They ain't on shit.
Hey, fair enough, man. If
Listen.
anybody can say it, it's him.
It's him.
So hey,
he's
shouts
the
out
guy.
to J-Lec.
Yeah, nah, for real. The Illuminati? That was one of the funniest moments of my life. I was crying laughing when I saw the Dominican. Because if you go underneath the tweet, I think that's up there with Gently Folded.
That
Yeah.
ball gently folded.
Oh man, but yeah, no, there's been some great sneak disses throughout time, and I've really enjoyed it. I think Drake has probably got the crown for that. I wanted to ask you, man, what is an opinion or something that you have or that you think that if you told other black people your black card would be revoked?
A controversial black opinion.
So, for example, I'll kick things off.
White women are better.
Hey, you'll bleep that out.
And until next time, Made in Chafford.
No,
Episode
because
184.
really and truly,
You don't think that?
no, I don't think that. But
Thank
what
God,
I'm trying
nah.
to say is that some
Like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend. Music choices we'll do next week.
We'll probably not come back.
We out.
But some people genuinely believe that. Like they believe it with their chest.
I
Like
was-
you might do a thing with a white woman and that's cool, and like whatever. But then some people go the extra mile and say, "Nah, white women, they're out here. They're really better than black women. Their
wouldn't even
hair
try
is
to go that
nice."
far.
Like
I just wanted to do jokes.
but that's
I just press the nuclear button.
I was gonna say stuff like I didn't know Dipset. I thought Dipset was one person for a long time.
Well, that's not deep because we didn't grow up during the Dipset era per se. We just about missed it.
I hear it, but thinking they're one person is insane.
No, we did.
No, that's fine.
Kind of.
No, we missed the peak of it. Like, how old would we have been by in 2000?
I think the Dreams and Nightmare intro is terrible.
Whereas we got G Unit essentially.
Yeah.
When you really think about
it. At the same time.
It was, but like...
No, because when he came, he just came.
He moved everybody out of the way.
Moved everyone out of the way.
Yeah.
He was 2003 and onwards. And then up until 2000, I want to say 2010. And then that's it. That's when he steeped. And then that's when Kanye West picked up.
That might be
Controversial
one of the strongest
opinions.
intros into the game ever, if not the. Got everyone the fuck out of here. But yeah, I said I don't like the Dreams and Nightmare intro.
Agreed.
Hold up, wait a minute.
So overrated.
I was like, get this off.
So overrated. Stop playing it in the clubs, DJs, please.
Please.
I've had
It's
enough.
so slow. And then,
yeah.
Why are you shouting like this at me? I've not done anything wrong, Mickey Mills.
Because that's our time.
Is that Philly?
Unpopular.
That's our time. That's our time, bro.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. One of the songs of the year.
Yeah.
He was.
But that was his time, innit? I would have said Stay Scheming is probably better.
What do you mean?
It's probably better.
As an
Than what? Dreams and Nightmares?
Yeah. Because I remember the time where everyone was playing Stay Scheming.
You'll see somebody you don't know in the club and the song will come on and
Yeah.
you'll put your arms across each other and just sing every lyric. It's one of them songs,
Life's so
isn't it?
short.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
I don't wanna go to court. Fuck it. Got a budget for the lawyer though. Fuck it. I'm on the road for the month.
Who?
That song's hard, man.
For real.
Controversial black opinions.
Aston Martin music as well in that pantheon of great songs ever made. That song's so cold.
Yeah. That's a moment. And Drake run with it as well. I think 90% of those Tyler Perry movies are some of the worst things
Oh,
to grace
100%.
the earth.
I think they're
Maybe
anti-black.
95%. Maybe 95%.
For real.
They're all terrible.
I don't like him and Kenya Barris. I don't think they're like black people.
They're just... It holds us back in a sense where
100%,
we're
they
really
do more harm than good. He's the
Agreed.
one that made Blackish and You People.
Another controversial black opinion. I think Black Twitter is its worst enemy, man.
Really?
I think so. I think we are the epicenter of some of the best memes and the best jokes culture, like humor wise, unrivaled. But as far as like progressing ourselves,
Now they make stereotypes and
Every
we have
day.
to buy to them.
every day you come on and you'll see the same stereotypical conversation. You'll see who pays for the first date.
Oh, I
you'll
see, yeah.
the same recycled garbage. You'll see somebody get corned or be called misogynist or sexist or I guess like feminist in the wrong sense, like an evil sense, when you give an opinion on something. And people have group mentality. You can't go on there and give your real opinion because you're seen as not being a part of what everybody assumes to be. So I think in a way it is a detriment to ourselves in a way.
No, I hear it.
But that's my opinion from the outside looking in, and I partake in seeing the content myself. Hey, that's just something I thought about for a long time.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
100%. I agree wholeheartedly.
But it doesn't. I don't think it revokes your black card.
No, but like,
But even the idea of
if I say that, people might call me a coon. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I could tweet that, and the first thing that will come up is like, "You fucking coon." Do you know what I mean? So,
and correcting a black person when you say that Uncle Tom was actually the person who was a good guy in the story. The worst person in the story is actually Sambo. But when you say it, it's like, oh no, you're still Uncle Tom. But yeah, that's just.
So what is the actual story?
I don't know. I just know that there's two characters. There's Sambo and then there's Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom is actually the correct person. He's the one who actually tried to help the slaves, but Sambo wasn't trying to help the slaves. He was just snitching like crazy.
I was on Uncle Ruckus
Snitching on people like Baby.
Harriet Tubman's hilarious, you know, actually. She used to punch babies to put them to sleep.
What? Is that real?
Yeah. So when babies were crying and they were trying to get away, in order to shut them up, she'd punch them to knock them out.
That's crazy. Jesus Christ.
Harry's got hands, man. I'm telling you, to freedom.
To freedom. I have another unpopular black opinion. I think we need to stop saying the N-word, man.
Oh yeah.
But that is an episode's worth of conversation.
It's just,
and I say it myself.
I think it's comedically. Sometimes it's a fun, like just adding it onto the end of a sentence.
I'm okay. Yeah, of course.
Brilliant.
But the reason why it's funny is not because the word is funny. It's because black people are funny. We just happen to make it funny because we are funny. We can make anything. We make anything anything.
You think black people are funny?
Nah, man. I don't actually. My favorite comedians are Michael McIntyre. Nah, them man ain't funny, bro. You know what I actually find, strangely enough, I find non-English comedians funny. Like I find Scottish comedians funny, Welsh comedians funny, Irish comedians funny, because they just have a sense of humor like that more than English people. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just me.
You have to go through something.
It's purposely dry. It's purposely dry, and it's there for the insults.
They just
if
don't
it's not
care,
insulting, I don't want to hear it. But then with other people, it's like there's a whole story, there's something to continue, and then they get into the jokes. But with English people, it has to be insulting just because of the accent itself. Like I can't tell you about I met this girl and she was clapped. Like she was absolutely revolting to look at. Like
what the?
it has to bang, innit?
Yeah,
it has to bang.
Yeah, I get you.
Man met Medusa, that's crazy. That is insane.
Any more unpopular black opinions y'all got?
Religion is probably one of our most detrimental things.
Oh boy. Here it goes.
What are you talking about? Hebrew Israelites, the crystals.
What?
There's the Hebrew Israelites, there's the crystals. There's
who's the crystal?
No Ringleman.
There's the Nation of Islam.
Oh no, Ringleman is hilarious.
There's the five. There's the 5%ers. Then there's
just religion in general.
Then there's Pentecostals, Mormons.
I could honestly, we won't say, but that is one of the funniest moments of my life. I couldn't believe.
When he asked if you're a Mormon?
No, when we met a black Mormon.
So she was a Mormon.
But you know how insane that is?
Yeah, to me,
because they hate you. Like that branch of Christianity actually hates you. They think that the devil's army that fought against God was black people.
Or something along those lines.
Do you know how insane that is?
Or either Cain was cursed.
Cain was cursed, and the tattoo that was on his body, God turned him black.
Yeah.
Brazy.
What?
Brazy.
I can't believe that. That is
even though it specifically says I'll put a mark on your forehead.
It couldn't be more clear. How did you do backflips to get there? But yeah, I just think it was a tool used to control us at one point, and
you think religion is here to control us? Oh,
it's been here to control us. I believe in faith, and I think you should be faithful and put your and believe in something. I wholeheartedly believe that. But religion as a construct and as an organization, one of the worst things humanity has ever created.
Bum 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 bum.
They've been trying to cook us. They used Christianity to slavery.
Not really. No, it wasn't like
that.
Do you want me to go into history? Do you want me to go into history?
They looked at it.
Do you know where they got it from? They got it actually from the Muslims, because it started off in East Africa. It started off in East Africa.
Don't do this to Ramadan, man.
There was the Persians. There was the House of Saud. There was the Indians. They were first doing.
Crazy.
They were first doing. No, because the thing is, it started. I think it started 700 years before.
Nah, I need to behave.
The whole West African
that supports my point. Either way,
but that
religion
was
has been used as a tool to okay some form of slavery. Even if
but Christianity was the same thing that stopped slavery as well, and that's a fact.
It started it already. You can't now feel bad after you put
because they use the Bible to basically say, bro, what
they
you
use it to, but then but they've used it. The damage is done.
Yeah, but
now
it's the same way that like today we have Islamic terrorist groups. They just used
some again, that's it. You're
and it's the same way
point.
that they've done that, and then now they'll come back and say correction. No, this doesn't make any sense.
But you're proving they've used it to do horrible things. Religion
I would say it was deluded people that use
but then exactly. But they've used religion as the prop or the tool to go about doing the horrible things. They use it as a tool,
but I don't think it's the end all be all, because I don't think all Muslims are racist.
No, I don't think definitely thinks that. But like I'm saying, I'm saying that religion has been used 100 times over and will continue to be used for incredible atrocities that we will do to each other. People don't like each other because they're different religions, and that's insane to me. Like, God bless his soul, one of our closest friends couldn't be with a girl because she was Muslim and he was a different religion. Why? That's
we bleeping that. We bleeping that.
Nah, keeping that is still a fair point. As in,
Yeah,
they couldn't be, but they couldn't be. Actually, no. The point still remains. They couldn't be together because they were different religions. That's insane.
Not really.
Which is-
Not really, no, because there's other people out there who do get married against their parents'
Oh,
will.
of course, I agree.
However,
but it's used as a tool or a prop again to control. It's
I
been
get
used
what
for
you're trying to say.
1,000 years.
Control can be seen as
I was thinking of another friend, but yeah,
But
no,
they
you're
put
right.
OG
Yeah.
on the cross because he was of a different mindset and
He wasn't a different mindset. It was a son
well,
of
either
God.
way, he was.
died and rose
They
again.
did it to their own. He was Jewish. It was Jewish people that crucified Jesus because they didn't like what he was saying. Again, using religion. So I don't know. I was gonna say something wild.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say I could take him on one-on-one.
You're
Taking Jesus on one-on-one. No tricks and flicks, and he can't call his dad.
you're insane.
You're just talking
No
complete heresies right now. Yes or no. I don't totally agree with that one.
But okay, I'm not.
But I do
respect
understand.
that,
I do understand. But there are
Yeah.
some people who definitely use religion to control people.
Okay.
For example, Spac Nation. You know
Oh,
what he's
yeah,
doing to
yeah,
the?
yeah.
Do you know
It's
what he's doing
gross.
to black people in South London? Like he sucked all of them dry with their peas. Pause.
Offending people in Fendi.
So great.
One of my favorite clips of all time. He's the devil, but I can't hate.
It's a bar.
It's a bar for real.
Yeah, because scripturally, what he's doing is absolutely
Oh.
wrong. However, he's using the certain scriptures the same way Islamic terrorists did, the same way that Christian slave owners did, same thing that Muslim slave owners did as well.
He's actually unintentionally funny. Like, you know when he told the choir to get off?
He's rude. He's rude.
That song was boring me, man. I had to cut it
I'm
off.
sorry, I had to cut it off. The thing is, you're spot on. You're spot on, Demi, because I guess, but it depends how you look at the word control, right? Control can be a good thing, but also it can lead to a lot of evil. So I'm with you. I have my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah. I think there's obviously it's Christianity, like not even just Christianity, but religion in general has also done so much good. So I don't want to ignore that and just bash it. But I think in terms of black people, I think we blindly follow religion and I like it that a lot of black
That's the
people,
whole point, is to give yourself.
yeah, but to blindly follow something, just doing it because it's all you've done.
I think black people have been alright. It's just these certain cults that you find on the Discovery on Crime ID. Them ones are foul. Them ones where they blindly follow.
But that's it, yeah. But I think we should try to find our own answers. Like I've become way more faithful, and that's been my own journey, and not because I felt like I was forced into it, as opposed to just doing it because my parents do it, and just doing it because their parents do it.
Oh yeah, make your own decisions.
100. That's what I'm
Make your
trying
own
to say. Like,
decisions.
I think being free from those shackles and coming to your own conclusions is something I want to see black people do more. Like
Well, with Christianity, it does say, bro. I mean, you can't give your life to Christ if you don't want to. It's totally
yeah,
up to you. Live
facts.
your life,
And you should,
but-
but we're clearly. Let's be honest. The reason you're Christian is because your parents were.
No, not really. I still made my own decision though.
I'm not saying you didn't, but it was massively introduced to you because it also becomes a part of your life and your culture. So it's massively introduced to you, and then you've gone on your own sort of journey with that, and you've come to your own decision, which is great. But I don't think you can ignore the fact that you're Christian because your parents are.
So are you saying Eman would be better off if he was Hindu?
I'd pay to see that world, but
I could have been. I mean, there was a Punjabi
Yeah, there
centre
is,
like across the road from me when I was living in Ilford, but I could have just be there. I'm not gonna make nothing.
We're terrible this episode.
I'm not gonna do nothing.
It's been quite a wild episode.
Nah, I hear it. My point is, I just think it's interesting to think like, would you have been Christian, but for your parents. We'll never know, obviously. But I don't think you can't ignore that.
I think I probably I don't know.
There you go.
But I do have like imaginations of like, what if I wasn't a Christian? What would I do? Ooh.
Who would I be?
I guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never know.
That's just it. That's the way
that is perfect.
Summarize that up.
And final topic for today. I think Blade being in purgatory at the moment is racist. The MCU is
What?
Yeah, it's in production hell at the moment. They're trying to currently cut down Richard Madden's role, so homeboy from Game of Thrones. It's just not working, basically.
So first they go and storm Ant-Man's house, a black-owned business owned by a successful black man, just minding his own business. They run up into his yard, kick him out. Now they don't want Blade to become a thing. Kevin Feige, I see what you're doing, my boy.
I didn't think he'd be a racist. A racismo.
No, I'm joking. To be honest with you,
Yeah, go on.
it would do well. I think because he said
It's so easy.
Mahershala Ali, he said that he
he's
wants to
black.
take-
He's a vampire. Let him kill other vampires. It's simple. There doesn't even need to be a plot.
No, of course there has
No,
to
there
be a
doesn't.
plot.
I promise you.
There does need to be a plot, man.
Blade 1 actually doesn't really have a plot.
Yeah, but they can't put out Blade 1 now.
No,
They won't.
I just want to see Blade do shit. Like it's
I
this is
understand.
the easiest touchdown Marvel may ever have. I just want to see him do cool backflips. I couldn't be. I couldn't give less of a
It's
shit.
got to have a plot.
No, I really don't think it does.
It has to have. Every movie needs a plot, man.
It needs like a basis, like what are you fighting for? But
Yeah.
he could fight for bullshit. He'd be like, "Oh, one vampire took my Fanta and I went back." I would watch that.
Are you seriously saying you'd watch that and you'd enjoy that if that was the
If
case?
he's killing people and he's on
This is the
smoke,
same person that will come back and say, "Oh, for Fanta."
I don't believe a word that's coming out of his mouth right now. Listen, I think he'll be fine.
Okay,
I think he'll be
silly.
fine.
But I think it's an easier touchdown than Marvel was and they're making it difficult for themselves. This doesn't need to be in production hell. I think the film's had 2 directors. They're still working on the script. What are you doing? What's going on over there?
Well, weren't they doing a
and
whole
they just
big?
sacked ahead of VFX.
Oh, really?
So
PS2 graphics coming then. Get the stock assets out. Just use everything we've used before.
Oh man.
I think they're doing a massive rejig, aren't they? So I think there's only 2 shows coming out this year and 3 movies coming out this year. I think.
I don't even
could be
need
wrong.
do you know what? Loki and Secret Invasion do look interesting.
Shouts to the real Crip Look.
Exactly. So I think they'll be fine. I think they bring back what's his name, Bob Iger, and he said, "Hey, listen,
everyone's getting down.
you lot are taking the piss."
For
So
real.
I think they'll be fine. I just think they started this phase a bit rubbish, and it's not looking good. So they need to buck some new ideas and kind of give us an overarching theme, because right now I'm losing interest. I don't even know if
It's actually quite sad. I was
So
talking about
watch.
this the other day with someone, and it was a really good discussion. Are we just getting old? Like, maybe it's actually not meant for us. And you know how Mark always used to joke and say it's kids' films? Maybe there is that element, so we discussed that. But
No, it's poor writing.
I agree. I think it is more that
they're not putting any stock into the people who write the stories. And I know they have an overall vision, but then it's like, please put enough stock into the writing and make sure that this film is somewhat universal. But then they also have to sell kids' toys,
yeah.
so
it's a balance. It's a balancing act.
it has to be a balance. So at this current point, I would have rather just seen what's his
But
name,
they're gonna
Scott
be-
Lang, just die
because if like
Same.
in front of the daughter. Like, I would
yeah,
have liked to
100%,
see-
I think that would have been much better. And
you get what I'm
he
saying?
doesn't have to go away forever, because if you're doing multiverse,
There's another version of
Yeah,
him
there's
somewhere,
another version somewhere else. But I think that film would have gone up in my estimation if Ant-Man had died. It would have been really powerful, and your trilogy should end in a particular way. I can't believe there's 3 fucking Ant-Man films.
No, but the thing is, I didn't want him to die trying to sacrifice. I just wanted him to just die, like just
I
mid film.
agree, yeah.
Just
I
like
think it was-
Man said mid-film.
yeah,
Mid-film!
What are you doing? That
Crazy.
just die. Let me take your heart out your chest, then shrink it. Now you
And then
can't do
shit,
that.
what that would have been? I need to see that on screen. That is insane.
Do you get what I'm saying? But do you understand? Like, there's a whole creative writing that they could have done that, and then now you could have had Young
You're getting
Avengers
man in the
already.
Prime Rooms. That was so.
You could have had Young
incredible
Avengers
idea.
already right there, and then now when it comes to Blade, you're now dealing with the Mystics and like the whole vampire and then everything. I don't think they'll include what's his name, long-haired dude. What's my man's name? The poor film, the film, the Dracula film, not the Dracula film, the vampire film.
What are you
Blade?
No, not Blade. The other brother, Sinister Six. One of the members in Sinister Six.
Morbius.
Yeah,
It's Morbin time.
Yeah.
That is one of the worst
Hey, yo,
films I've ever seen.
Thank you,
in my life.
Netflix. I'm watching the shit out of that Power Rangers film.
When is it coming out?
It looks booty, but
You're gonna watch it regardless.
for real.
When is it coming out?
Later this year. I'm gonna say for conversation's sake, May.
Nice.
I
I
need
mean,
that,
I'm
man.
probably not gonna watch it, but I'll see how you feel about it, and I'll make a decision.
Mighty
from
Morphin, baby.
there. It's been 20 years,
think
30
what?
years, bro.
I think the White Ranger died recently.
One of them died. No, it was Green Ranger.
Oh yeah, that's
Green
my
Ranger
boy.
passed away.
I couldn't believe it. One of the greatest villains of all time.
Man came back and
He
just
was cooking.
He ran it on all of his
Oh,
boys.
for
Like, that's
real?
crazy. He said, "You're all getting it." Like, that's basically what he was on. He came back like, "Nah."
Maybe it's an ancestral spirit.
Dude,
I don't know.
Before we go, can we quickly touch on Greedy Belly, aka?
I'm not upset,
he's
man.
moist.
I just think it's funny.
Nah, he's moist for that. He's moist for
For
that.
real.
Like because
What
now.
was it, 70-30 split and he didn't want to take it?
No. It's not that. It's not that.
It was a rematch clause.
Tyson
wasn't it?
Fury has a whole history of playing
before we
Anthony
continue-
Joshua, has a whole history of playing Deontay Wilder, has a whole history of now playing Usyk. And basically there was a fight that was supposed to happen and they agreed to whatever it was, maybe 50-50 or 60-40. So then when he came out and said, oh yeah, I want 70-30, that's when Usyk called his bluff and said, all right, cool, let's do it. And then the next thing he wants to turn around and say, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do that, we're going to do... And that's when Usyk just turned around and said, I'm not a dickhead, bruv, let me move on.
What is DAZN?
DAZN. DAZN is an online platform. I don't know. I'm
I don't know
not
that.
sponsored by them.
I'm not saying you are, but I thought you might know.
It's an
I
online
see
platform.
It's like a sports.
It's an online platform. It's like Sky
company.
Sports. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
BT Sports.
But it's
but it's just an
quite
online
young,
platform.
but it's doing well.
Yeah.
It's growing a lot in the boxing scene.
Okay.
Trying to get
The boxing scene, they tried to get the
football
football
rights
scene.
as well, which it still might because
And
I
they've
think
got to sort out the football rights. There is no way that Premier League games can be on and they're not on TV anymore. Like that would. This
a
is getting
disgrace,
ridiculous.
it's a
Fam,
disgrace.
this is why I got that box because it's changed my life. I'm telling you, I'm gonna preach it to everyone who will listen. I'm not giving BT, Sky Sports any of my money. They can suck a dick.
fair enough.
Right on.
Right on, brother,
Right on,
man.
brother.
Right on, brother, man. Fair enough. Alright,
Great episode by the way. That I really enjoyed that. There was some lows in there for sure.
music suggestions, lads.
Music make you lose control.
Muddy Waters by Danny Brown.
Stanley Crown.
Yeah. Muddy Waters by Danny Brown.
I am going for Don't Go by Skrillex, Justin Bieber and Don Toliver. That's an incredible performance by Bieber Belly.
That's a random ass miss. But I heard Skrillex's album is quite good apparently.
Say what?
Yeah. One of my colleagues was saying it's quite decent. I'm gonna pick a song by a guy called Len. The song's called Addiction. It's
By?
very, very catchy. Len. Have you heard it? It's like I'm addicted to bad hoes. You will probably have heard it when you play it. It's a good song. It's very
I'm
catchy.
them for real.
I'm addicted to bad hoes. I like this one and I like that hoe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's on TikTok. It's quite popular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that song's
okay,
hard.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's good. All right, Made in Chafford.
No, he's the UK Playboy Carti.
Yeah, yeah.
That song is fire. Yeah,
That song slaps. I said, "What is this?" I like this one.
Yeah,
I like that hoe.
yeah,
I
I
said,
respect
"Nah,
it.
this guy's
He was getting
floating."
busy.
Yeah. He went in.
And the flows is immaculate.
Have you seen the video?
His
Yo, run that back.
Yo, from the top.
Oh gosh.
All right.
Made in Chafford podcast 184. What an episode.
Yes, like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend. Tell a friend.
Facts.
Amen.
Oh, well done, boys.